Got it. You got it. All right. Mike V, TradeGATEHub, Friday afternoon, Friday morning. Feels like Friday afternoon. Actually, it doesn't. It's Friday morning. All right. So what, they'll probably go on to what Coach said in the morning. It's option expiration. If you're looking for maybe the market top, the perfect top of, a big witching event, Amazon hitting 200, Tesla hitting 200, all these other, megas hitting high, crude pulled back. Retail is very weak. Nike's putting a big, a dent in some things. I'll go to the screen in a second. There is rotation, but this, can you blame something? It's not really sure yet if these stocks are really resting or or distributing. All right, so let's get into what we're doing in TradeGATEHub. Let's get into what's specific in the morning. Let's pause, Coach. Let me get off my screen so I can give you a. I hope we did good this week. You know what I mean? It felt like one of those weeks. I don't. The VIX is low. It's maybe a little bit elevated. They're popping a little bit because of, it's some sexy end of the quarter, if you will. People smarter than me, arbitraging algos, positioning with the VIX. I get it. Do I put a lot of credence in it? No. You know what I mean? I'm aware of it. I'm here to maybe trade some short-term volatility. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to be here for the late short-term volatility, Pardon me. ExxonMobil, high the day was 116. Is it over for Exxon? A nice pullback. I'd like to see the 50-day. But maybe it's going to the 115 strike price. Do I put a lot of credence in pulling back after a nice run? No. If it does a dollar print on 4 Brazilian shares at 114.75, do I think it's over? No. Like I said, it's in the channel. You got to get your prices. Schlumberger, another one we're in. Is it over? No, it might be resting. Look at this move. Okay. Ocean Island Trader or MACD was asking when I'm in. All right, Google. Let's look at this for a second. Okay. Nice run up. I understand that everything might be stretched to a degree. And, the bulls actually, I don't know if the bulls want to pull back, but here's Google. All right. The RSI. I mean, is this the next, it's a weekly actually. Is this the one to go to it, next to 200 as the others rotate? Amazon. All right. Everybody hit the 200. Is that it? I wouldn't be calling tops on Amazon here. There's a lot of, there's not a lot of overhead with this right here. I get it. It might be for those that are looking at, no matter what the symbol is, maybe it capitulated on the upside. Certainly, whatever drive there is, I'm aware of it. I'm also watching stocks like Nike that are getting completely destroyed. But the other stocks in the sector, they bounced right away and went positive. Onion is in the sector. Skechers in the shoe sector. They sold Skechers off. Okay, that's maybe more of a product. I'm not saying MU is the perfect example, but MU took a lot. MU took a hit yesterday, and the other ones were strong, if you will. So there are stocks, Levi Strauss, jeans. You know what I mean? Does that mean that Guess Jeans is over? Actually, Guess Jeans is probably a buy here. Uber. Well, Guess, by the way, I was taking calls. That's why I thought there's Uber's chart. All right, you're going to argue with this? There's a rotation. Lift. All right. How about this? Look, I have a lot of wolf. It's a dog. Whoa, Chewy. I'm in this. All right. What they call it? Roaring Kitty. How it had a tweet about Chewy yesterday. That he had a picture of a dog. All right. This is what the stock did yesterday. So it's sitting at 28, if you will. Hit a high of, let's say 40 for maybe the striker. Okay, 12 points. Now I bought it here. Do I think, first of all, it was strong before it was getting into there. I don't know if it took all the shorts. I'm not really looking for another move to 80, over the weekend or anything like that. If he is in fact referring to this, the reason why I bought it is as price action, range and volume and options. All right, this was the line in the sand for me right here, by the way, 25.42. That's where, where do I own it from? Hold on, I think I'm long 8,000 or something like that. I'm trying to sell some because I had a bad entry. So I'm long 7,600 from 26.41. All right, considering it's my first foray into it, and I could have been buying at least at the close at 29. So my first dipper here was what? 26.41. I hope I'm showing the right chart. This is a pretty good lesson. All right, what I wanted to do is actually have a little bit more patience and buy right here. I'm not even right here. Here's the gapper. Another line. You know what I mean? Everybody that already bought the frenzy and the FOMO, I think if they didn't sell by now, they should have. I think the most people are out of it. like I said, it's not like I'm trying to buy this QS, which I hope I sold. I'm still on 12,000 of this. I'm trying to get out of it. I sold a lot of it this morning too. This rat. What a dog. Let me share my settings. Let me show executions. I'm blowing out of this QS, and I have like 40,000 of them. I'm trying to sell the last 12 right here at 495. Let it go against me. These lithium stocks, which by the way, I've been posing about seasonality. You know, I use this cliche, you want your positions to work, especially in something long-term, don't watch them. But this ALB certainly quit. And this SQM ENVX was the only battery maker, if you will, that's hanging in there. The others, you know, much like a Nike, and the others are acting strong. ENVX is the one right now. Right? That's the one. The other ones don't have an interest. Let's go with the one that's working. Right? Walgreens. Look what they did to Walgreens. So my number one short of the year. You know, there's a Walgreens locally to me, and the person who I know there for years says for every one per I don't the Walgreens executive. I hope you're hearing this. Stop it. Support. It's a shame. For every like one person that pays, three people steal. So you go like I'm paying at the register, marking up things because everybody's stealing. And the lady points to me and that's one of whatever town I lives in finest. And I look out, the woman's walking out the door with a bunch of makeup. So Walgreens. You know, I'm not the type to make the really the benefit from these type of disasters, but I knew it all along. Price action is right here. CVS is CVS. CVS is the value one. Yeah, right. Give me a break. Anyway, let me keep going here. Bottom line, we're interested in price range and action. This I want everybody interested. By the way, good call on Palladium. Ask Joe Gumbo, what are you doing with Tesla? Is Carvana? No, it's going down in Carvana. It's going up here. He's looking at Carvana. Look at this thing. It went negative yesterday. It was down 10 at one point. This is the 5-minute chart on Carvana. Carvana, believe it or not, is actually a gauge of the market. Carvana yesterday went right to the 200-day too. They ripped it 133. It looked like it was over 124 yesterday. This is where it was the low. And they took it right back up and squeezed everybody else. Now, when everybody's in the pool, not Mike V, you know, it still has time. You know, see what the volume is, where it stops, ranges. I wouldn't be surprised if people took money that were long Carvana for whatever reason off into the end of the quarter, if not the end of this proverbial 6 months. No, 6 months. All right, I get it. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to rotate into something like maybe an Exxon that's sitting there. What else do we like? Any questions for a second? What's acting good? Planeteer a minute. It's a dog at the moment. I keep buying and selling it. I actually had a good trade of it. Upstart let me down. I actually think getting spoiled. I think everybody should go up 20%. Is that near the high now? Upstart. This is coming. You know what? Upstart. Okay. Don't kill the messenger. I'm telling you, they're buying leaps in it. I don't. That could be one of two things to me. Completely. Amazingly, it might be the former, the one I say now. Either somebody's thinking the market's going to squeeze completely, and this is one of the ones that's going to do the biggest, or there's some fundamental change in Upstart. Either way, I saw leaps going in an Upstart. Amazing. Write it down. Hey, you know what? This is what you do. I'm not pontificating here. Like I always say, get a demo. If you're not on a live account, trade the options on the TradeGATEHub on the Tradeview Markets platform. I'm telling you, they're taking leaps in Upstart. Buy 100 Upstart in a demo account, if not the live account, right? You know, see what happens. This is what we're going on. I'm trying to teach you the right thing in price range. But first of all, this is not a 5-star play. But you know what? Sometimes they were. Let's look at TLT, by the way. Speaking of 5-star plays. Ooh, look at that thinking. No wonder everybody's quiet in the room. Speaking of TLT, 92.24. That looks like the issue to me. 92.24. And that was almost the low of the day on the TLT. They're unwinding this thing at the end of the quarter, end of the 6 months. I don't know that. You know what? I leave that to the professionals. I say, I'm not that smart. I am smart enough to know that what? I did trade it. What was the winner I had? This one, NNE. They killed it. NNE price range volume action. Third day down. I call it third day down just because the range from that third day was 37, close to 29. Bottom line, 3 days. Stock went from 37 to 15. I'm in it. Didn't sell it that good, but I'm in it. Sold it, a bunch of it. Where did I say 18? Went to 22, but I was buying this morning. 15. Fat. Yeah, hold on. Settings. 4 a.m. Let's go to 4:30 a.m. I think I was up. You know what? I was up earlier. I did buy some at 4:15. Where's my buy? Right there. There's my buy. 100. I bought more than that. 1482. Something happened. My thing's not reflecting here. Trade over? Not sure. And any making moves. Where's the crew? Anybody on live? Yes, I'm going to go on in a second on a firm taking a lot of calls. Let's go to this room. Pardon me. I'll go live. I'll go live. They're about to run over every damn bear there, Uncle Mike. He's right. Yo, Astro, a couple of things. I think you used to short these type of moves. You got on the right train here, if I remember. You said that's it. But certainly I know I know I get it. And they are about to run over every bear. There's no question about it. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time which they rotate to, and it's only a matter of which sectors they rotate. I don't care if it's UNG. It's only a matter of what sectors they rotate to, and the other ones that they just take profits in or rest in these bull flags, if you will. It's just going to rotate and rip people's faces off. All right, oil pulled back a little bit today. Bravo, big deal. You know what I mean? Happy like a mofo. We know where you're from there. Got tired of beating up on. No, I got you. No, I'm used to, listen, I'm 52. I started at 22. I was the hedge. I used to work at Schoenfeld Securities. Punch up my bio right there. The godfather of day trading. Been doing it for 30 years. I used to make the hard money. Yahoo used to run up 100. I used to short it all the way up and make $8 on a down tick when everybody was buying the down ticks, 800 shares at a time, and they bought a $20 pullback, and the next day it opened up 100. You know what I mean? I'm tired of that. It took me almost a decade to unwind my day trading mentality. Well, actually made me good. Long term made me bad, but I hopped on the right side. I go with volume, the path of least resistance, sentiment. Next, you know what I mean? I should know at this level. I'm not splitting the atom. I didn't find anything. If I, discovered anything nobody else, no, I should know. Freaking here every day. All right. What's this? GME above the VWAP. All right. Let's see what this is it today. NNE could have been someone. Most active list. This is what you do. I would be, listen, the bigger the market, this is what I think. The bigger the market cap stock, the more they might be like being playing games. I mean, a lot of these things, NVIDIA, okay, Nike 7611, down 20%, Tesla, Rivian. All right, this is the most active list. I wouldn't put too much credence in the most active list. Of course, DJT, Donnie Trump, but this is what you want to look at, the active gainers with volume. The most active list is going to be skewed with, Exxon will probably do a 4 million share print. You know what I mean? Rivian's going to do Tesla. You never know what it's going to do. You know what I mean? Bank of America. Where's Bank of America now at 40? There's the strike. You know what I mean? Bank of America right there, 40. Let's look if they got this thing wrong. You know what? Astro, I'm not placating it. He got the chop. He got it right on the chopper. There was chopping these things. There was chopping the fins. Bank of America was looking up. They had everybody in the pool. Then everybody went out of the pool. Now everybody's in the pool. Back at 40. Good call on the chop. All right. The bottom line is you want to look at the gainers. Percent gainers intraday. Right now, I am not interested in anything that has less than 500,000 shares. Not to let anybody down, but I don't want to be hypocritical trading the thinner stocks because believe me, I got enough of them. enough lottos. Say so 500,000 shares. I'm not interested. This is the top gainers in the list. NNE, I'm in that. NNOX, I saw that. Alar, that was hot yesterday. Alar, there's Alar. You know what? I missed it. I have too much other garbage. This is a sexy and this is a stock that you've been fuck. Fresh money, nice shakeout, had huge range yesterday. It is third day up, but all you had it opened at a new high. Once it never broke the open. I'm not saying it had 20,000 shares. It's got 500,000 shares, but it's more emblematic of what the market might be doing. These stocks are still going. This might be a freaking quality company. I got to take it out. I feel like Jim Cramer. Now I'm going to do more research over the weekend. But I don't care if I practice what I preach. I don't care if they make widgets. I'm in this freaking thing no matter what it does. It's breaking out. It has the volume percolating. It's a fresh, sexy stock with new money. That's it. OR. And then OX. I saw this pop last night. They're chasing the shorts in this thing. But I have other too many short lottos. I saw it pop last night. And then OX. I get it. It's got it in it next. And then OX, DPST, Severa, Soxel has the volumes. Woof, I'm in that. Lift, why not? They took up Lift, they take up Uber, I get it. But now there's Lift. 200-day resistance. You know what? If he keeps going, that's powerful, meaning the squeezes are really more powerful. And Astro Gumbo is even more right. CMA, new screen, new share. Let's look at percent losers. Elon was hot yesterday. Percent losers. Intraday. Nike, big deal. Chewy, I'm in that. Oh, I'm up in that now. Chewy. See that, Mike V? Mike V's in that. I'm up in the Chewy, and I should be along Chewy. See, that was a lesson on the Chewy. Astro. I sold a little bit there. Now I'm up in it. I'll regroup in it. I'll probably buy it back here. 25.93. Do I think Chewy's going back to 40 like I said on the beginning here? No. You know what? This wolf isn't high. I'm sitting on 20,000 in that left. I'll add to it more. If they go through here. Next. Wolf. Big deal. Nova, Run, Fizzler. Oh, Fizzler. I'm going to tell you. If Fizzler bounces off the 50-day here, the other's going to go. MXT at the 200-day now. SCTG, I don't even look because I'm long some. I'm not in denial. I just don't want to look. Run below the 50-day. You know what? They rolled it. That's it. QS, am I out of this thing yet? I'm flatted. No, I'm not. They didn't let me out. They're not letting me out of the QS. This QS never made me they're going to let me out of a penny. It's going to cost me a penny. I lose 12,000 if I hold it for $1. I'm being facetious. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to TradeGATEHub. Any questions? Anybody? Speak up here. Right? I can't get everything right. TLT, we need a nice run in. I don't even trade the freaking thing. No calls. Don't pout. Don't pout. Oh, they're gonna bang the hell out of the close. You know what? This is the thing. Hedge funds and short are short. If Surf's Up didn't say it before, hedge funds are short individual names. You're seeing names go up better than, but the indexes they're long. I wouldn't be. I'm not. I got it. I wouldn't be. I see it. I wouldn't be buying it. It's a plan, man. It's a high level plan on buying the indexes on the close because of the bell and the option expiration. It's a high level plan. It is. I appreciate it. It might not come to fruition. It's highly likely. I get it. But we'll leave it there. All right. Everybody good? I appreciate everybody participating. It's been, is anybody getting back to me, yelling at me, margin calls? Yeah, thanks for participating. I don't want to sound cliche. I'll be in the room the next, obviously, into the close. You know what I mean? By quality. Let's, plan it there. Let's hold on. Let's take up stocks like these. I don't want to start micromanaging them. Settings. Let me put on where normal people start, which is 9:30 a.m. in the market. Most people actually start there. I'm at 4:30. 9:30. 9:30 a.m. the market opens, right? All right, good. All right, planet. All right. So what is it? I got 4,000. This is where you want it. I only have a little bit. The price to buy planet here is through 20, actually through 27. Through 20, I'm gonna add more through 27, 27.50. I only have 4,400. I actually had some more from yesterday. I've been buying, selling it. But that's one keep, I want to be longer, I want to have more of it. You know what I mean? Fang, that come through, that posted 202 today was the high on Fang. 200, okay? So at least I gave you a short-term trade. Winner is going to pull back to 200 and shake everybody out. Yep, and that's why we buy the pullback. Right, Astro Gumbo? Schlumberger? Beautiful little rest here at the 50-day with no little volume. Starting to get excited. I'm not going to lie. XLE out of the channel yet? I don't know, man. Be careful. Devin, I know it's a dog. Didn't put long-term calls in it. You know what I mean? Still, I get it. We got it cheap. Let it run. It's going to need binary news to a degree or some moving coal and crude. We'll move on. Anybody have to participate? Astro, get in the room if you want. But thanks for being on YouTube. Everybody else, you don't get unless you ask. Comments, questions, what we could do better. We are revamping the site at the end of July. Let us know how we can do better. Seriously. I got everything set. So once again, don't let your trades turn into position. I'll try to do better the next time. Always go to our video on YouTube, as I put a couple of times, where people also ask live questions as well as us streaming live. Thanks, Dooley. Mickey, good. I appreciate I want to get to know everyone's style. You're a clean trader. I appreciate me and Astro Gumbo lunatics. Halliburton, Devon, Tesla, Exxon, LPX. I have to go once he said this LPX. Was this IP on dip? IP bought somebody yesterday. Was this IP on a dip? IP on you. IP bought a huge company yesterday and they sold it. The dilution. You could add international paper at 41. LPX, Astro Gumbo likes. I wouldn't argue out of there. LPX, FCX took calls this whole week. It did. FCX took calls. I don't know why it's moving. Devon, Exxon, X Gold, Silver. AGQ, I bought that the other day nicely. I bought it down here in the hole. I don't know what crude's going to do, what silver's going to do. All I'm going to tell you that the number one consistent option flow I've seen throughout the last 2 weeks, there hasn't been much of it. And go back to the video, is SILJ and FCX. And much like FCX, it hasn't popped yet. FCX, I have seen calls. So, maybe it takes time. Another thing they're buying Leaps, still Leaps. How's our cores doing? How's Heineken? Cores hanging in there, needs a little rest. They're buying in cores, they're buying Leaps and AFRM still. Planeteer. And once I got it, anything that I missed, I'll update. Obviously, if not, go into TradeGATEHub, HIMS, MU, Nike, Elon, WBA, WB, Walgreens. Talked about it already. It's over. All right, everyone. Thanks for sharing. Mike V. Cheers.